Good morning still. Good afternoon. Good evening. Salutations. What up? What's good? My peeps. So, man, it's beautiful out here right now. It's got to be 50 degrees again. It warmed up so quick. The jacket is off. Still not quite warm enough to take the sweatshirt off. But if I had a regular long sleeve shirt, I'm sure I'd be fine. It's beautiful out here. Stark contrast to what it's supposed to be later. I guess what I'm hearing is 23 hours straight of snow. That's what I'm hearing. Apparently, the forecast has changed. It was supposed to be initially very light snow turning to rain, and that was supposed to end by like tomorrow morning. 23 hours of snow, and then turning to ice afterwards. But I guess around here you gotta wait still until it really gets on top of you to tell what's gonna happen. It's New England, stuff changes quickly. Where are we? Where is you? What up, Nightwolf? Hello, good morning, Hope. Hi, Sharon, thank you. What's going on, country boy? Hi, Mary. This is at the Fort Griswold battlefield again. This is the second walk I had to take this knucklehead on because I can't go up there. You're not allowed up there, Bubba. I had to take him on because he just would not stop whining at the door. And he didn't have to go to the bathroom. He just was demanding that he go outside. And I have to try to tucker him out a little bit because I got to get some stuff done, and he kills it. He just destroys it, chasing him around. You know, if he's not chasing the cats, he's trying to eat something he's not supposed to. If he's not doing that, he's constantly jumping in my lap, trying to play tug of war. If you don't, then he scratches you. It's just literally like nonstop, perpetual motion. So anyway, we're at the Fort Griswold battlefield right now on our walk. Good morning, Carson. Mav was brave with the blob, wasn't he? You see that? The things that he's scared of are so funny. His arch nemesis is sewer grates. That's his arch nemesis. That's the Darth Vader to his Luke Skywalker. That is the Lex Luthor to his Clark Kent and Superman. That is the Toby Flenderson to his Michael Scott. He does not enjoy. I don't know what you're trying to eat right now, you goon. Haven't you learned? 3 trips to the emergency vet. Stop it. I'm not paying next time. Man. Are we looking for Bigfoot? No, I don't think there's many Bigfoot on an old battlefield, but I can tell you what there are here. There's a lot of spirits here. A lot. A lot of bloodshed here. A very long time ago, 1781 is when I think the battle ended, when Colonel Ledyard surrendered, and the British soldiers killed him with his own sword during his surrender, which is a war crime. It's a giant act of cowardice. So there's some negative stuff here. Not negative spirits, but bad energy. I'm sure Colonel Ledyard don't feel so good about that. Come on, there ain't nothing there, bruh. Let's go. Come on. No, we're moving because this guy doesn't have a leash on his dog. Like, it's cool. I don't care if it's friendly. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on. Nope. You're still in training. Nope. Let's go. Come. You're still in training. Come. Nope. You don't know how to act right still. Come. You don't know how to act right with other dogs. You can't. Let's go. Come on. So I got some cool info. Goose for Maverick. Well, according to Maverick, I'm his goose, and every day he loves to try to eject me from the plane. No, he doesn't need him. He ain't getting a goose. Got 4 animals right now. The cats can't stand him because he doesn't leave them alone. 4 animals is enough. As a matter of fact, he is so much more work than all 3 cats combined. Way more. He gets into way more stuff. He's just so much more. I love him to death, don't get me wrong, but he's very frustrating at times. A lot of the time. Can't wait for the puppy phase to be over and to get him neutered. Yeah, Gettysburg's dope. Gettysburg is dope. Yep, one of the coolest places ever. They all float down here. Yeah. He hasn't watched that yet. We should watch it today. Maybe just torture him a little bit. Second walk, yeah, I know. Probably get a third too. I'm trying to go back here. You ever do any paranormal investigations there? I've only done one brief one where I did a 45-minute EVP session in the snow. I hope you probably remember that. And what a bust. It was snowing bad, hard that night. It was cold as hell. It was like 17 degrees. I was sitting out there bundled up, freezing my tush off. Turned the voice recorder on, asked a whole bunch of questions. The EMF detector went off a few times. I got home to listen back and realized that it was on. I just hadn't hit record. So I wasted the whole time. I'm going to go back and do some more. I want to do an EVP session right on top of Colonel Ledyard's, the spot where he got killed. I want to do one in that tunnel. I want to do one down at the hospital at the bottom of the hill. Yeah, it's a pretty cool place. They've written stories about it, about the spirits. When we first moved here, I thought there was like construction going on or something in the middle of the night for the longest time, like blasting, because I would randomly hear these echoing booms from this way. And I'm like, what are they blasting on the river or something? Nope, no blasting. Come to find out, it was spirit cannon fire. You hear the cannons going off. Pretty crazy. Yeah, that's all right. Take a trip there. Take a trip there, Nightwolf. It's so worth it. It's such an amazing place. Good morning, Linda. Bearded Wonder. I saw you the other night. Said, I think I was born with a beard. I was. You should see my baby pictures. It's pretty real. It's actually really impressive. What's up, Seekers? So anyway, I was doing some research on the Gunjiwamp location that I'm going to go to this weekend. And what I found out, there's a place there that's called the Hill or Cliff of Tears. And people get overwhelming feelings of dread when they're there. People have literally burst out into full-on weeping when they're near it. It has some like crazy electromagnetic anomalies that go on there. There also, this place is so mysterious, and archaeologists, they know that certain people have come through there and used it over the years. Carbon dating on tools found there and some of the rock formations and stuff go back to 2000 BC. So that's the furthest back it goes. Some people were there doing something there, using tools and yada yada. Then it goes as far into the future, as I think 670 AD is the last time anyone inhabited that place. We're thinking, they think Celtic monks, Vikings, the Norse or whatever. Obviously, Whitey, the English colonists. There were, Native Americans, pre-tribal Native Americans. And there's also some people who believe that the giant civilizations may have had something to do with it. If you I weighed I think I was like 8'2", and I think right around 22 inches, I think. So a small reenactment, but the guides and visitor center said they weren't going to... Oh. That sucks. Thinking of trying to get him to take my crew out, as someone made a comment on one of his videos saying, who? Who's that? Who's the fraud? Who are you going to have take your crew out? Oh, Country Boy's daughter, she's a hoot. She is a hoot. That little girl is a character. She's destined for the big screen. Cute little thing. Oh, Todd. Yeah, everybody says he's a fraud. Here's the thing. I say it often about Todd. Todd, I guess it depends on who you talk to, right? There are some people who said that they caught him doing something that was pretty sketchy. That looked an awful lot like he was trying to hoax something. I'll tell you, the other part that makes me worry is those videos, those close-up shots of those Sasquatch that he has. They look very different, and I'm not saying physical characteristics. I'm saying they look very different in texture. The first one, to me, looks like it's, geez, I don't know how to even say this the right way. It looks like it's real, like tangible, touchable, physical entity. The second one to me looks a whole lot like it's super high definition CGI. That's what it looks like to me. Now, I am not a Hollywood producer, so I can't tell you for sure, but just they look different in texture. They look visibly different to me. I don't know. It's hard. The problem is I believe Todd is a real credible researcher. I know that area is so full of Bigfoot, Sasquatch, and activity. It's one of the most historically active areas in the world. And I say it often, Todd doesn't have to do anything extra, I don't think. But I believe that Todd's passion for the subject sometimes clouds his judgment with certain things. He gets very overzealous, and you cannot get married to your research. You can't have an emotional attachment to your research. When you do, that's when people start stop being objective and start believing only in what they want to believe, start doing the things that they think are going to further, I don't know, they make mistakes and they do things, and you just can't. You have to be objective at all times. But I think that he has some real evidence and some real stuff out there. If he stuck to just that and stuck to just the outings where he brings people out, leave the other stuff out of it, the conjecture, the theories, the telling people this is what this is when there's no true proof. I think if he stuck to that, he'd do much better. I like the guy. I think he's a G. I mean, that dude's a G for going out where he goes out, and he goes out by himself in some scary areas. He's a gangster. That dude is no joke. And for that, I like him. I respect him for doing that. I wish there was a way to clear up some of the other stuff, but I like the guy. I like him personally. Now that I've rambled on about that, sorry. Yeah, I don't even know if it could have been money, it could have been fame. I think his overwhelming passion for the subject. I really think that Todd has one of the strongest passions for protecting the species and getting them recognized as a real species. I think he has one of the strongest passions of anybody ever. I do. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't disbelieve him. I think matter of fact, I would bet that that a lot of the stuff that he has is 100% real. There's just some stuff that I don't know, man. My gut and my eyes tell me a little differently. But again, I don't know for sure, so I can't say for sure. I know that where he's at, he don't need to make stuff up. But even in that place that's so active, you're still going to have times where there's lulls, where things are quiet and stuff's not going on. And so if he's in the middle of trying to get, come here, boys, what you got? What's this? What's that? Come here. What's this? Come here. Hey, he broke the leash again and he's loose. Hey, what's this? Gimme. Come here. Can I have it? Come here. Good boy. Come here. Where's your stick? I have a stick. Come here. Shit. Come here. Now he's teasing my big slow ass. Oh. See that snag? Oh, we gotta get you a new leash today, I guess. Yeah, that's a great idea. I've said from the beginning I want him on the show bad. I'd love to talk to that guy. And I wouldn't be a dick. I would never be a dick. I'd be very respectful. I'd want to ask him about that stuff, of course, but I would ask him ahead of time if he was cool with it. If he wasn't, then I guess we don't talk about it. It is very difficult. You lose credibility in this field or in anything. It's so hard to get it back. But anyway, before this, I got to get home. I'm getting close to going down the block here. Kyle, it was apparitions he saw in the battlefield. Who saw? Who saw in the battlefield? Mary. You said it was apparitions he saw in the battlefield. Who saw? I'm lost. I went back, so. Come Come here. No. Now you're just, I gotta wrap my hand. Yeah, Janelle, that spoon's working good. Oh, okay. Yeah, Gettysburg's loaded. There's so many spots in Gettysburg where you can go there and almost guarantee that you're going to have some kind of paranormal activity. EVPs just galore. You bring a spirit box with you, you're probably going to get something or some things communicating with you through that. Dowsing rods going all crazy, crisscrossing. Pendulum swinging. I mean, there's just so much energy there. The bloodiest battle on American soil ever. So sad. One of my favorite places in America. Yep. Went there once years and years and years ago. I think I was probably in my early 20s, mid 20s. Yeah, it was really cool. I'd love to go back. Oh, David, I love David. I'm so glad that he's back on. I'm so glad. I love that guy. He's such a nice dude. It was so good to be in that chat yesterday for the time I was. I really enjoy him. Come on, lift your leg. Get out of there. Let's go. So anyway, I keep getting off topic. Doing some research on this place. You know the giant civilizations where they're finding giant skeletons in places? Well, they found them here in Connecticut, not far from Gunjiwamp. They found them in New Haven and a couple other places. And so there are theories that this Gunjiwamp place could potentially have been something that the giants made. Parts of it, when you look at it, parts of it, look like something that, giant humanoids could and would make. These giant stones. It's not out of the realm of possibility at all that regular humans could have done it either. But,
I'm saying hi.
Come.
I know your daddy's waiting.
Come on, Bubba. He would jump all over you if I brought him over there. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. So yeah, the giant thing that got me all worked up. If you know me, you know that I've been into this giant thing for a minute now. Recently is really when I started reading more about it. So I don't know. I'm going to keep reading and see what I can find out. But man, how cool would that be if this place was something to do with giants? Just so cool. I don't know anything about any Bigfoot activity in the area there. But we're not far from Wyossup in Stonington, which is another very weird place. Also, paranormal stuff goes on at Gunjiwamp. Paranormal stuff goes on at Wyossup. Stonington is home to the Mashantucket Pequot tribe, and that's where Long Island had his sighting years ago while he was here. There's been other sightings. The BFRO has one or two, I think, from out there, and there's one from Norwich. Some years back. So it's possible, but not something that's been heavily reported. Also, it's all private property, so people don't just go out there and tell people they are. Not like I'm doing right now, like a moron. Probably be police waiting for me. Of course I'd have a discussion about it. But I guess that sounds, I know, people don't. People are dicks. People don't, if they don't agree or whatever, then they shut down. You can't, that's what I mean by like being married to your belief system and your research and having emotional attachments to it. It does no good in this field especially, but in any field. You have to be